All right, I'd like to call this special council meeting to order. Those that choose to do so, please stand and join me for the pledge and prayer. Tracy, would you lead us in the prayer, please?
Father, come before you in the name of Jesus, and Father, we'll give you thanksgiving and praise for this evening, and thank you for the ones that are in the building, and thank you for the ones that's viewing online. And Father, I just pray that you just give us wisdom in all things, lead and guide and direct us, and help us to make the right decisions. And Father, I just pray that you always just keep your hands and your blessings upon us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, appreciate everyone joining us. Please let the record reflect the council is in full attendance. Is Rebecca calling in or anybody?
I haven't talked to her.
Okay. Let the record reflect the council is in full attendance with the exception of Councilperson Bass. Next is, under new business, we have a discussion regarding accounting for town finances. It's been a couple of years. I think it would be a good idea, especially given the departure of our clerk, that we attack this from a couple of different directions. I would suggest we post an RFP for financial services that are currently provided by Mr. Townsend. And secondly, with the absence of the clerk, also post an open position for a person that would have sufficient bookkeeping and or accounting experience that may be able to undertake this in-house, thus saving us some money overall with not having to hire a contracted person. Does anybody have any questions or comments?
No.
Okay. Do I have a motion to that effect?
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion. Do I have a second?
A second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Appreciate that. And then see what we get by our September meeting. If it's like in the past, we may not get much. We may have to extend this further, but
We're not.
oh, and I don't think it needs to be voted on, but I'd say put it in the paper because I think some services pick it up out of the paper maybe, and
Yeah.
maybe Indeed.
Well, I'll put it on Indeed. I see about actually putting on one that either, because the Indeed where I'm using now, it's free.
Mhm.
So people have to search out. You might be, if you pay some I'll have to look it up.
Might be worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this, yeah.
I know, like with LinkedIn, I can post one job at a time, and that's it's not great. But I can do that too for the one, or I can go ahead and I used to have a premium membership. I might do that again, and just for myself, and then I can
Well,
post.
I can post one.
Okay.
We'll get
Yeah,
what
just
we
split
want,
it. Okay,
what we want on there.
that'll work. And I passed this out, Ruth. You can have this copy. I passed everybody a list of the accountant responsibilities in case anybody calls, and I'll word it so that they can call for more specific, responsibilities, because that's too much to put in the paper for sure. All righty. Yeah.
I can even use this one for some of the.
Okay. Good deal. Next is a discussion regarding emergency assistance from the town regarding the recent flooding event. Michael, you know of anything that really is needed, or have you been contacted from the fire department, or?
Biggest thing I think they're taking, I know they set up Chesapeake and Bell
Yeah.
locations. The biggest thing they're taking on, they're asking for clothes at the time. I believe it was bleach, shovels, cleanup supplies, things like that at this time.
Okay. Well, does council want to set a small budget for that, or you just want to wait and see if it's requested, or what do y'all want to do?
Well, I know a guy went to Lowe's yesterday to get some shovels and push brooms and stuff, and he said about all that was left was the high dollar stuff.
Yeah.
Said they'd already went. Everybody had already got the cheaper ones, which I mean, there's no reason to get the high dollar ones.
No.
But
Yeah.
me and Mom bought 21 cases of water and 21 gallons of bleach yesterday, so he took that up.
Okay.
So.
And I ran into a lady today at Walmart trying to find boots, big rubber boots.
Yeah.
Well,
Where
we
they're
can
cleaning.
get a lot of that stuff online.
Yeah.
But
And,
she was looking for boots and said they were going through them, they were tearing them up and
Yeah.
wearing them,
Right.
that they were using them so much. And then we've donated now about 150 hot dogs for the church to give out to feed them while
They're
they're
working,
working.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, I have students some students and former students lost it.
Is there one entity that we could donate to, that would kind of take care of this for us? I mean, we can't donate to individuals, you know,
No,
but
Well, why can't we buy the stuff and we can, like where I'm up at that school, I could maybe have them, send the thing out to just the Hernshaw students?
Earnshaw.
You mean Winifred?
She said
In my
Winifred.
brain, Marvette, Hernshaw, Chesapeake, they're over here is Winifred, so.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just an idea, but, yeah, but I don't know if there's any churches up there.
there is one church up Winifred. That's where I sent the food and stuff to.
That might be a good idea then.
That's, and I'm not sure the name of it, but Donna Lacey's who you need to talk to. She's the one been going up there working
Okay.
all day. She was up there all day today working.
That
Yeah,
Lisa
it's the
Curry
Lisa
building.
Curry
They did.
Annex.
Yeah, it's the, sound building.
Hmm.
I would say go through that church if we could, you know, by it being up
Winifred, yeah.
there.
And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people are reaching out there so they don't have to come out of the holler
Right.
Yeah.
for this
right.
stuff.
That makes sense.
I wanna see see if I have a kid.
I don't think you have Donna Lacey's kid.
I can send Donna, I just
Oh,
talked
you
to her
got-
right
yeah.
there.
Oh, perfect. I didn't realize you knew her, that's great.
so do we, and then do we have a contact like in Bell? Do we need one there, or like for Quincy, or, I mean, do we wanna, I mean, what do we wanna do?
Wanna stick to our side of the river?
I want to stick, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean to people over there. I know they lost too, but I'm more taking care of here.
Well, you know what, our kids will be going to that school, so they'll all be mixed next year,
Yeah.
mixed together. That'll be our kids too up at Chesapeake, which will be Winifred too, so I say we stay on our side of the river.
I mean, you know, I'm not trying to slight anybody on the other side, but, you
Whole
know,
roads are gone up there.
yeah.
They would give it to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they would.
Absolutely.
They would.
Absolutely
Yeah,
they
and
would.
maybe Donna can find out what they need.
Yeah, so maybe
Well, I
we
know,
can just
like I
try on
said,
it,
he
because
tried to
if it
buy
gets to the point they don't need
brooms
it,
and
I'm sure they'll
shovels
donate it
yesterday.
and send
He
it
said
on
all
where
they
it
had
is
left was the
needed.
high dollar.
I mean, well, like I was saying, maybe we could get online and order some of
Whether it
it.
be Clay,
Well, they'll be
Braxton,
cleaned
and
up by
all
then.
Calhoun and
Yeah.
everybody else that got
How
it
do they
too.
deliver it? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
Right. Excuse me.
Well, it's either ordering or, you know, making a, you know, a cash donation to the church to do it. I mean,
To use
I
it
mean, we
to-
got so much going on. Do we wanna undertake that to
or
actually order, or do we wanna
I would,
help financially?
I'm comfortable with helping financially, and that way they can get what's most needed.
Yeah, that would make,
Well, I mean, that makes sense to me.
If it's, everybody else is okay with it, because to me, that would, you know, because I hate for us to get a bunch of stuff and they got surplus of it. And somebody else, you know, might be, you know, because I'm sure there might be people who might even need medicine, might even need clothing,
oh,
or,
yeah,
you know,
formula.
you know,
Yeah, that's what I say. I mean, for us to handle that would be,
right.
you know, and
I sent her a message, I'm just
Okay.
waiting.
Yeah, I think, you know, if everybody's in agreement, it'd be best to go ahead and, because they know exactly what the need is, and in that way, we can, you know, kind of help finance it.
I think it's good. So we wanna set an amount.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do y'all think? But I would suggest Cold Servants. That's perfect for this type of thing.
Okay.
You know, and there's the way y'all.
What are you thinking, 500?
That's what I was kind of thinking, if we got it.
There's about 2,500 in there, so 500.
I'm comfortable with 500 if everyone else is.
I'm okay. issue. I know we talked about helping out if they needed to cross the river.
Mhm.
I know you have contact with Armstrong and Fletcher. I do
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. So I mean, if they need anything, maybe a phone call to reach out. If something in particular is needed, you know, that they're missing over there. But yeah, that's fine.
You have Dane's number?
I do.
Text him and see.
I do.
Text him and see.
I'll do that when we get.
And maybe we text him and see, and maybe we can do it 250 up here and 250 over there or something. I don't know. Whatever you all think. I don't care.
Yeah, I would think the town of Bell is probably doing the same thing. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I would hope.
Yeah, and they got
would-
Cedar Grove too, and up here, you don't have as, I mean,
True.
they they got Chesapeake, but that's where people are pretty much,
That's why I mentioned you want to focus on this side
yeah.
with the kids here, and then if there's something over there particularly
Right.
that they
Yeah.
may need.
yeah, let's start on this side, and then if,
Okay.
you know, we can always help out
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm
And
good.
I'm still fine and comfortable with giving Winter for 500.
and that would qualify for an emergency meeting if they need something.
Right.
Right. We don't have a 3-day deal on that. Okay, so do I have a motion then to donate 500 to, what's the name of the church?
She's not texted me back
Oh.
yet, but I'll get it before the meeting's over, hopefully.
Okay.
She's real good about answering me pretty
Okay,
well.
let's-
I make a motion.
Well, let's hold on that until,
Okay.
Okay, till we hear
Get
from,
The name of the
okay.
church.
Okay.
so we'll skip that temporarily. Next is, discussion and approval of procedure to accept letters of commitment. And that should be sewer payments rather than garbage. It's my fault. For handling subsequent amounts due and payable. What this stems from, would be like, from, a renter. I know that our new ordinance, it's effective, and that places the onus on the, landlord. But for someone that has already accrued an arrearage, a renter, and moves and, say wants to purchase a home in Marmat, we would want that liability, I think, to carry forward, right? And then if they had assistance, like of a commitment letter from, church or something that was going to pay a bill, problem, I say, Ruth, correct me if I'm wrong, but once that financial assistance arrives, they're already delinquent for the subsequent month.
DHHR,
Okay.
not necessarily
Any church, okay.
those checks, things like, we'll do some checks from that. That's how far behind DHHR is from their water, sewer bill, and water. They, all that time waiting, that money to come in, that amount, they're already very, and because so you water. Have you no written procedure for contractor? So a bank is. We want to go ahead, they receive commitment, money. But, I'll go ahead, their water back, so that they can have water, or do you want to process that check, having a house, and those organizations, then turn them back.
Or if we at least get some kind of confirmation in writing or.
Well, you get something.
You
and
do.
Get something stating it's gonna pay it. The problem is, they're not
They're
paying in a
behind.
timely fashion.
They don't. It takes about 6 weeks sometimes. It
So
can.
They're waiting on one day.
Oh, God.
Still haven't got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's solid.
okay.
So,
That's really bad then.
right, and so turn it back on once you have to back off
Right.
until you receive that payment. When you receive that payment, now they're probably back in the $104 or whatever.
Well-
Now, these are the same people who never pay garbage, they only.
Right. Well,
So, you have to go with.
well, I got a question. Can we set how much, okay, say we, like, today, this is the amount, your past due amount that you're gonna have DHHR or whoever pay it. But you gotta keep making the payments from today forward.
That's it. So if we're only back on an amount. So
Yeah.
then what they're accumulating in the meantime,
They need to be paying.
they need to be paying, or it's cut off and it's paid.
Right.
To me, or it'd be a process that's a one-time thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if they pay, but then they're stop paying again next month, but we're waiting on the check. Then you shouldn't turn it back.
Well,
She
and
said
then,
it's a vicious cycle with the same people over and over again.
well, and with it being past due, the interest, or the, late
Fees.
fees
Yeah.
are,
Reconnect fees.
and
Usually-
and
Yeah.
reconnect fees, yeah.
$3 or $100 is is for you. Maybe one is for the disconnection fee, and another free.
Right.
Now, supposedly they collect that fee. I know we get a bill for it. I'm not sure how we're reimbursed.
Yeah, they pay.
Is it in that money that, okay, I wasn't sure that was, I don't see that aspect of it. I just see from American Water, it doesn't always from American Water. It just is the fees we're charged. That's in
But yeah, BJ's idea sounds good. They just gotta start paying any other additional fees and the charges going forward, you know.
And whoever's gonna cover,
Whenever they give us the check, they give us the check.
well,
So,
but they need to know that these people are supposed to be covering it. That way they can, I just think.
We don't have to notify the executive.
no,
Well, I
no.
was just saying they might be a good idea if they knew that. But, yeah, true. But they would have to sign, we could need to have them sign something.
Well, they
so
gotta
that-
go through caseworkers anyway to pull emergency funds
I wonder if
anyway,
that
so
needs to be
they are
part of it.
aware of it.
We'll have to work on some
That's a good
language for
I
that.
bet it does, because you're dealing.
Wanted to do something, but she said that don't keep up what's delinquent after that commitment letter. We'll have to come up with language. Probably bring it back to the fall,
Yeah.
vote on that language, and then, because obviously we'll have to.
Well, he's
Yeah.
also said it might have to be an ordinance or
Yeah, and part of the
very least
agreement.
a resolution.
So,
First thing we need to run.
yeah, so if everybody's good with that, I can get Scott working on that. We'll bring
Okay.
it back for September.
In the meantime, before we come up with that language, we continue the process, they go, we want to connect back.
I guess until you gotta be consistent.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, until we've actually got something concrete in writing, we probably honestly can't,
Yeah.
to be honest with
I
you.
mean, if that's the way they've been doing it, so,
Yeah,
all
continue.
along.
They've
you know.
been doing it, they don't care about doing this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
They said if they would call HHR the minute they get a disconnect letter, it would, then they could get a commitment, and they would alleviate that connection part. Because they would probably get the funds in time, it would be disconnected.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Now you're waiting till it's disconnected, knowing it's gonna be disconnected, then you.
Yeah, and then sometimes with the DHHR too, they want them to check other community resources and then come back, cause they want somebody else to pay it before they do, and that takes time. You know, by the time you start calling here,
Yeah, but
there,
they could be paying on, at least paying on the bill for that, well.
yeah.
If they ain't
paying on it up to that, they're not gonna pay on it after that.
Probably not.
You know, if they're not paying on the, if they're not gonna pay on the bill up to that time, they're not gonna pay on the bill from that time forward.
If we have some kind of agreement with companies in writing, and they know what they can do.
Right.
Yeah.
We aren't gonna be able to get it turned on and off every month. And they, like that, and that's waiting on checks, and maybe they'll do that.
Well, and if we say it's a
We know how
one-time
that works out for you.
amnesty, but,
Right.
so, thing.
Well, I think
Well, not amnesty, I mean, that's the wrong word.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it
yeah.
doesn't, they don't get that option
Mm.
again.
Okay. Yeah, he can draft
Yeah.
up something and we can look at it before the meeting, if that's what we want.
Okay.
Alrighty. Good. I'll ask him to do that. Next is what I was referring to, partly, was regarding the garbage billings for outstanding renters that move on. We've already decided to litigate, at least for the top 10, right? But in the case of someone, in the future that moves, that are kind of grandfathered in on those delinquencies, of course, moving forward, the landlord's gonna have to take it
Yeah.
into account. But But if they have, let's say, 300 or 400 built up in arrearages and then moves, we can't just dismiss that, that 400. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna demand that before we start collecting again? You know what I'm saying?
I don't, I don't know if we can demand it from the.
Not the landlord.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I'm saying.
it'd have to be from the renter.
Well, most of them, when they do that, they leave town, but, yeah, that's gonna be one of the same things, I mean, that, they can't,
I mean,
when
we-
you get your water, and used to happen a lot when I was a kid, just saying, till you pay up for so much, you can't get it turned back on again.
Okay.
How do you say with garbage? If they move from one rental property environment to another rental property, as long as the account's in the same name, that they can transfer without transfer balance over from one account to another account number, as long as it's the same name, they owe that. But when there's about $5 where they moved to another address, they got it in the
Joe
other
Blow's
person
name.
who lives with them's name.
Yeah.
And they're not paying it either.
Right.
So, we can't transfer that balance over them, still try to collect it,
Mm-hmm.
that, but we can't transfer anything,
Right.
that person saying,
Can you get, it's just something popped in my head, I don't know, because a lot of the people that, might get large income tax checks, can we take that? Like, if we have like a large amount and we're suing for it?
I don't think so.
I don't think you can.
For garbage.
Income tax.
Okay, I didn't know, that's why I was
legislation
asking.
that out.
Yeah.
Also, we don't have social security numbers on file, and you have to have that on file.
That annoys me that you don't give the social security number, I just, how are you supposed to report them to?
But wonder how,
Yeah, exactly. Right.
how often does that happen though, that one person will own a bill here, move to another residence with the same name where you can transfer? Does that happen very often at all?
Probably not, they,
I was gonna say, probably not.
I don't know that it has, I just knew of one instance.
No, most of the time they change the name.
Change names,
the
yeah.
name, yeah.
Yeah, they start putting their kids' names and everything. They do
Yeah.
that for
Yeah.
utilities and everything.
But as soon as they're delinquent though, stop collecting, right? That was in the ordinance, right? Or not?
Stop collecting the garbage.
Garbage, wasn't it? Or not? I think it was.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was.
in October,
Stop
right?
picking up the garbage?
Right.
Absolutely.
I
and
agree
think
with that
it
1,000%.
I thought it was.
Absolutely.
Just make sure that was in there.
I'm pretty sure that was.
Once your garbage stocks up, the nuisance law, then it can fine for
Right.
that.
That's right.
And we could also call, the health department.
But now how does our trash men know which houses not to pick
Oh,
up?
I can
Do
do
we,
it.
Yeah.
do we give them something?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not as big a list as you think, it's just a large
Good.
dollar amount. So if you think the list of a hundred or more,
Yeah.
that's not.
It's not.
And the $100 is, pretty catch upable. It's the ones that owe 500 or
Five
whatever.
and
Even if you
600
get
are
up
gonna
to
have a tough
100, your
time.
chances are you're not gonna pay it anyway.
But that's
You
not
know.
necessarily, I mean, people get behind on their bills and then they're, at times able to catch up. It's been there many times when I was
Yeah.
young.
Well, let me ask you this, the ones that are doing this, are they mostly renters, or do we have any homeowners that do that?
Most
With
of
the
the
exception-
delinquent ones are renters. There are some large,
And can we not put a lien against their property?
Yeah,
for
that's
that?
what,
Yeah.
that was what I was
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
about these ones that are renters. Most of them are not people that have anything to put a lien on. That's why I was thinking
the majority of it.
that's where all the money is.
Oh, got the church's name.
Okay,
That's the church's name?
Mhm.
Oh,
It's ready
well,
for-
I'll talk to Scott about that too.
what, the donations?
No, the
Oh.
garbage.
About the garbage, yeah.
Yeah,
But the
same.
stop picking it up and all that, that starts
We'll
in
make sure of
October?
it. Yeah, I'm trying to go for October 1. We still gotta get out the notifications and everything.
Okay.
So,
We still gotta get a letter out to everybody about several things.
well,
Yeah.
true. Yeah, with the equipment cleaned up, Brian's gonna take pictures. I want to include those, equipment and,
Oh,
and,
cool.
yeah, if I could get, you know, well, I'll work on it. Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
We can put on
making progress.
we can put on the website, but we can really put on Facebook, that's where everybody looks at stuff.
I just gotta make sure they get something, you know, to make, you know,
Right.
the changes. But,
And maybe a list of stuff that they, you know, like Brian was saying, maybe you make
Is he gonna
pamphlets
say the name?
mhm.
about, with regards to trash, what they can pick up and what they can't, like a little pamphlet that they could keep.
Or a
and maybe-
door
I just
hanger.
like to write it on.
Door
there.
hanger.
Yeah, a little, yeah,
Yeah,
something.
door
to-
hanger or something like that.
Well, that might be the way to go. Cause I just haven't received anything to put in the letter. I wrote up the cover page, but, you know, there's not, I don't have any meat.
Yeah, we
There.
gotta, well,
So-
we need to put the dates of that and then,
Yeah,
the, good list of rules of what,
okay.
as well as the building permits and permits for, and about, large garbage pickup, what they gotta do,
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, moving back to the, emergency assistance, name of the church is Winifred Presbyterian.
That was the old name.
Oh, okay, the Winifred Community Church. So, do I have a motion then to, donate 500 to the Winifred Community Church for,
I make a motion.
okay, do I have a second?
I'll make a second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
thank you.
All bacon.
We need that right away tomorrow, and then y'all get
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's good, good
Yeah.
idea.
And if nobody's at City Hall, I'll be working at home tomorrow, so.
So I'll be across the street tomorrow too.
Oh, okay.
So between the three of us.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll get it.
And then she can come pick it up. Maybe you can get a call her as soon as she gets it done.
Yeah, I gotta meet with her tomorrow. She's doing some stuff for us for Labor Day,
Oh, well, then
so I'll
perfect.
meet
Just
with
you-
her.
You can come get it and
and I'll
take it to
just
her.
hand it to her then,
Why don't you
okay?
want her?
That sounds
And I'll
good.
get the address and everything first.
All right. Co-severance, yeah. That was, it for the new items in Good and Welfare Council. Anything Labor Day, Francis?
Just, I think everything's to go. We've got everything done but a convertible.
I
Still,
think,
still working?
I think we need to make sure that the dude on the, HVAC system doesn't work Monday.
Okay.
Oh, good point.
Cause he said he works Monday, and he don't need to do that. Not with all of our stuff going on. He don't need to be working Monday with all of our stuff
And
going
is
on.
he gonna charge us more if it's,
No,
I mean, still,
But, you know, with all of our stuff going on down there, he don't need to be down there working.
yeah, cause there'll be kids and everything
Yeah,
else
I
all
mean,
over the place.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Tommy said another factor, let me get in, they don't work.
Yeah.
Right.
And
That's right. I
and
mean,
they've got it, they've got that new machine.
Yeah, they can't do it on
You've got
Monday.
kids, right?
yeah.
There's no way.
They just don't need to be working.
I mean, when we don't work Monday, well, I do.
You call him,
I don't know what y'all think, I just think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to be
In the middle
working.
of a crowd for Labor
What do you
Day.
and he's not gonna have
And a
places to
park.
put all
Push
the
it a day.
equipment.
Yeah.
We're not pushing
I
it
mean,
back.
'Cause it's gonna be
be
in-
dangerous, honestly.
It's gonna be an absolute zoo.
I mean, Tuesday ought to be soon enough. I
Yeah.
mean, why would he have to do it Monday of all days? You know,
Well,
just
I'll ask him. I mean,
Don't ask him, tell him it's
Yeah.
tell
just
him,
dangerous.
you ain't going, that's right.
okay.
And he can go do another job that day.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well, I was gonna say,
Labor one day is gonna, not even.
No.
I'm sure he has a schedule
Yeah.
established,
It
so,
probably liability on us and liability on him.
His schedule is, start on a Thursday, start on a Friday. And
Then
can't
he
push
can
it
wait
back,
another
push it
day.
back, and push it back.
That's right.
He can
So
wait
I feel
another
like we have accommodated,
right.
could he not accommodate us?
He
For
can
one
wait.
day.
It's already off the schedule he gave us originally.
For
Right.
one day, you know, he
Makes
could,
sense.
he could do that.
All right, I'll tell him.
I just think it's a safety issue.
And I think another thing needs to be done, that dude that cut the, the trees down at Bill
Oh, I
Wells,
know.
and was supposed to come back and grind the stumps.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he ain't grinded the stumps yet.
Right.
I think
I'll
we
make
need to
a
get
note.
back in contact
I
with
would
him.
recommend we not.
No, I agree.
Well, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was part of the contract. He was supposed to, grind the stumps.
Okay. I'll tell Brian to get on it.
Or at least half before and the other half after.
I mean,
Yeah, but
right.
pull them out in the
Let me
car,
see.
what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you, any, good and other good and welfare council?
I mean, I was trying to check on Facebook to make sure
I
there
have
wasn't nothing.
contacted, somebody that works with our website they're finally catching up on stuff. Haven't heard back from them just yet for, emails. And it won't have the .gov, most likely we could have it as that goes with our website, like Town of Marmet, WV, .com for our, at for our emails. So it'll be one that the insurance will be okay with. And there's 3 different ones, like stages. One's, and it'll be per person, $2.99, and they get so much storage. We would have, a calendar that we would all have from that email, we could all add to and see immediately. And, then, depending on how many people you wanna, I was, I think I had like 17, I wasn't putting all the staff, I didn't know if you wanted all staff to have one, or who, I don't know which ones would, fire, crap, but, PD probably all of them, might. I don't know, we can talk about that, but that might be something for next meeting, we know how many and who,
Yeah, let's look into it.
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
I mean, you've got Outlook, right? Right. Yeah.
Or do you wanna go with Outlook one?
Well, I mean, if everybody, and Teams, Outlook, Microsoft Teams is also good.
Yeah, we
'Cause you've
use
got
that a lot of work.
instant messaging and, I mean,
Well, I
it's,
didn't know if the insurance is okay with that being what we do.
Outlook?
Well, I just,
All
Outlook.
major companies.
Oh, yeah.
I've not used Outlook.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
I
we
mean-
have it at our job too, and we use Teams.
Yeah, as long as, find out I'll look it up, see how
It
much.
ain't
that's gonna-
$3.99 a month.
Huh?
It ain't $3.99 a person a month, is it?
I don't know.
Well, it
I'm
comes,
talking
I
about-
mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's included, yeah.
Most
I don't have Microsoft
don't
on
have
my
Microsoft.
computer, I don't have one.
Yeah,
Right.
Well, but, okay, but instead of like a monthly thing, you can license it, and everybody, you can buy X number of licenses, just like what you're talking about the other. And it may be cheaper, the 365 maybe, or something like that. But, well, let's look.
yeah, we
into-
keep looking up, I just
Some-
contacted them just to get information.
Yeah, we need something,
Yeah.
for sure. But, okay. And Brian, I asked Brian about the tree, people. He said it called him twice, said he'd get back both times. And he's gonna call him again. So, he was unresponsive, I guess, twice. So, good.
Well, if you don't get back, I think we should have Scott to write him a letter then.
Okay. All right, was that anything on the internet, Teresa, or?
No.
Okay.
mm-mm.
Ronnie, make a free account. That's Outlook.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they charge, but, any good and welfare of the public? All right, hearing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Second?
Second.
All, we are adjourned, thanks.
Woo-hoo.